Seasprays are a fun boat to sail competitively with, or even just recreational sailing with your friends. There's lots of them around in southern Alberta here and western Canada. Also in the western US, there's quite a few. And if you're looking for one, keep an eye out in different marketplace or Kijiji. You might find one for a reasonable price. Okay, here's the sail ready to load onto the mast, and we've got it part way up. I just wanted to show you what we call as a top batten inducer, and this will help it flop back and forth from one tack to the other. These plates are what they call puck board, and they're about 1/8 of an inch thick plastic board that's used on the side of hockey rinks. It's quite available at the hardware or lumber yards, and you may be able to scrounge a bit from a hockey rink too if you can't get any other ways. There may be another material that you can use, and basically we're using the pocket protector, the batten pocket protector. There's 4 small bolts holding the protector in place. And you can replace the smaller bolts, the outer ones, with I think a 3/16 or a number 10 bolt screw. I'll show it on the other side here. This makes a big difference. It does go up on both sides of the track on this mast. This is a tube mast with a sail track attached. This is available through Britain. It's a bit expensive these days. I think about $300 to put this on a irrigation 3-inch mainline pipe. This mast is quite a bit lighter than the extruded mast that the factory boats come with. It might be worthwhile for some of you to incorporate a mast like this, although it does cost a bit of money to change over. The open-sided clam cleat is quite handy if you got a long halyard line. You don't have to feed it through a typical cleat like this jib halyard cleat. So you can just go in from the side and load it onto the cleat that way. It's quite a bit of a time saver. This picture shows a horn cleat rather than a clam cleat for your main halyard. This might be a little better for you if you're using the extruded mast. So here we're showing the downhaul lines. There's 2 lines on this boat connected to an eye strap on the mast here, and one of them goes around the tack grommet and tends to hold the sail from outhauling too much. This can be tightened a little bit more than what it is here. The upper rope goes to the downhaul grommet, and of course on the other side of the mast there's a cleat here for downhauling the sail. So this can help with flattening the sail going upwind, or in really high winds you might want to downhaul the sail and give it a little more forward maximum draft. On the boom we've got a hook for the clew of the mainsail, and this one is I think on a laser parts list. There's also the clew strap that kind of, or this in this case it's line that holds the clew of the outhaul mechanism against the mast. So it's quite easy to hook this sail onto that. So I'll just show you where it is when it's the clew outhaul of the sail on that hook, and it's quite a quick way to do this. I've used this on a number of different Seasprays and it's never failed. You do have to have a shock cord putting some tension on the hook so that it doesn't get slack. So it's, in this case, it's fairly snug. The only way that would come off is if the boom wasn't attached up at the gooseneck here. I think I can do this with one hand. This is quite a bit quicker way to attach the boom onto the gooseneck. There's no nasty little shackles or pin and rings to do up. It's just a stab and it's in place. I use a boom vang. Some people don't. They say it doesn't work on the boat, but I think it does. I think it keeps the boom down when you're going downwind. And it also helps to keep the boom on connected onto the gooseneck. So it does serve some useful purpose here. I hope you're enjoying these videos. We're trying to demonstrate that it's helpful to have your boat set up in a semi-ready condition. And these boats that you see are being sailed out of a sailing club, so it helps quite a bit to have a location to keep your boat and in a semi-ready state.